Welcome, everybody, to another episode of 5th Edition Dungeons & Dragons Waterdeep Dragon Heist. And for those that have forgotten, it's been a few weeks. We had some scheduling stuff going on. And
hiatus.
Yeah, we were on hiatus. I don't know why we were on hiatus, but we were on hiatus. Actually, I do, but I'm not going to go into those details. Anyway, so we're back. We currently have a guest star. No, I'm kidding. We have everybody here. Just currently we've got one camera down, which covers 2 people. So, as before, we'll do some introductions, starting in the top left and working our way around. The top left, we have Kashka.
Oh, hi. I am playing Gralhund, a Deep Gnome Warlock.
Excellent. And
Pow.
she's got her little friend here, the little Nell. Her little familiar.
My familiar Nell. She's a raven.
Uh-huh. And next to...
She's a burb.
Next to Kashka and Gralhund, we have Alyssa and Mr. Monkey.
Yep. I am playing Natalia Cloudbane. I'm a Azimar Vengeance Paladin. And then we have our feline friend here.
I am Brendan Customer
Oh,
Service.
good lord. We have him as Smoke on the Horizon. He is a Tabaxi Arcane Trickster Rogue.
Have I given
He apparently doesn't get to talk today.
He is not satisfied with the customer service today.
Oh, God. And next to Lissa and Mr. Monkey is Robin.
Bernweiker, a human Gloomstalker Ranger who is probably also a beggar.
And of course,
I have no money.
Hey, what are you talking about? You guys have like a mansion. What? And a mansion tavern.
I
a
have
tavern
nothing
mansion.
to my name. I mean, I had 1 copper, and then the cat stole it.
You
So
guys
I
basically
kind of,
have the yawning portal minus the portal. So I mean, come on, it's not that bad.
No, we are rich.
Um,
He is not. Because he can't keep track of his money.
That's fair. That's fair. As a
Really
group,
bad.
your guys are fairly well done, but individually, perhaps not. So then you've got myself. I'm Valen.
on the yawning portal.
I will be the dungeon master for this motley crew today. It'll be a bit of a shorter session. We're only going to be going for like maybe an hour and a half. But when last we left off, our group of adventurers had pursued a Nimblewright, a mechanical creature, to Gralhund Villa in the North Ward, which was actually just around the corner from their own place, as it turns out. And they broke in at dusk to this mansion and took the back entrance. Basically, they got really good rolls and were able to get onto the property illegally. But they got on there only to be attacked by the groundskeeper and hounds, which, due to the light actually fading and the shadow of the evening hitting them, they turned to shades and attacked the group as such, not just a grumpy man and his dogs yelling at them to get off the property.
I think his actual words were, "Get off me lawn."
So, with that, they were able to fend off those shades, though at a little bit of cost. There were some injuries given to Smoke and Natea at the fact that it severely drained their strength to such a state that they decided that they needed to have a breather and took refuge in the barracks, which was strangely abandoned, that they had discovered. Gralhund and Vern had then decided that they were going to explore a bit of the mansion and see what they could find inside. Hopefully, they could find this Nimblewright, dispatch it, and claim the massive moolah reward for doing so. And yeah, also it might have some kind of ties to the murder of Gralhund's relative. So, Upon exploring, Griffola and Vern had found one corpse of some kind of maid in the what was it? The laundry room. Somebody did it with a candlestick. No, I'm kidding. And the Griffola found some keys, a large set of keys on the maid, and pocketed those, only to hear occasional noises still further in the mansion. That is where we left off. So, Smoke and Natea, as they have been exploring a bit and carefully and slowly, you guys have had enough time that you've been able to regain your strength and you are no longer drained of the effects of the shadows.
Okay, that's always a plus because I couldn't even hold my shield.
It probably was a bit taxing for you, yes. So everybody, what are you doing?
I guess we're gonna head up this way. Did we see which way they went? Like which exit?
They went. Let's see if I can actually click down here. They went down here, and then through here, and through here. That much you are sure.
Okay, I guess once we're ready to start moving on, we'll kind of go out and around the corner, then try to catch up to them.
Okay, Vern and Griffola. You just pretty much searched, or at least Griffola just searched the corpse of the maid, who looks like she had been slashed by some kind of weapon, or no, actually she was bludgeoned. My apologies, by some kind of very heavy item.
The lead pipe?
Probably something
So,
heavier.
well, the candlestick.
Please
I'm
forgive the
going
cat
to
meows.
head over here and I'm going to cautiously head over there, stow the keys, like I'll wrap them in like my sleeve or something like that so they don't jangle about.
Mm-hmm.
Then I'm going to head over here and kind of, I'll stand up with my back up against this wall and kind of like peek around.
Mm-hmm.
I might use a spoon, like if there's a spoon, so I can see kind of in the reflection. Is there a big shiny spoon around?
So the room that you're in actually is not lit, but can I get a perception check from both Griffola and Vern?
I'm going to move over.
And in fact, everybody. Just give me a perception
Everybody.
check. Everybody. I will, of course, need to know which one Smoke or Natea is rolling
That
first.
is Smokes.
Okay.
And that's
Yay, I had the highest roll. That's sad.
So, Ravin, as Griffola sneaks over to the wall, you actually notice that there's a little bit of light under the doorway around the corner.
Wait, is that a door?
Yes, it is.
Okay, that is a door.
And let's see, the monkeys, both Natea and Smoke, you wouldn't be quite sure where Griffola and Vern had gone if it weren't for the fact that Vern had just like left through the door, and the door was like slowly kind of like swinging slowly free, like starting to close. So you would have seen that start closing. Now everybody currently can see in the dark now, right?
Okay.
Everyone should be able to.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Okay.
I was literally the only one who couldn't until, we leveled up.
So Griffola, as you peek around the corner, you pretty much see a door is there. And around that corner, you notice that there is like a space. You thought it was just like a small hallway. If you actually move your character up one square so you can actually see it. Yep.
Ooh.
You will notice there's a cat.
There is a cat yelling at me.
You'll see that there is a stairway going up. It's a darkened stairway.
Okay.
And there is a door right there.
Okay, so that goes up, and that's the door. Okay, I'm gonna listen at the door. It's closing our door, actually.
I think he got a natural one on that stealth check.
Suddenly, the cat becomes slightly muffled.
So I'm listening at the door.
You're listening at the door.
This is the door that has a little bit of light, right?
Okay. All right. Yes. And
Okay.
actually, I would like you to make another perception check, if only because before it was just to see if there was light. This is a sound-based one. I should have just gone with the passive perception on the other one. Okay, so you listen and you can hear there is some sound going on the other side. Some scuffling, pushing around of stuff. Sounds like you actually might hear like some whispery voices.
I'm gonna motion to Raven that I hear like people. I'm like this to the door behind me.
You notice right then that Natea and Smoke walk in.
I'm like, shh. I'm like,
what up?
Okay.
Everyone is just
wait.
kind of,
Do you literally do that?
That would be something I would need to know. Do you actually yell?
No.
Okay. I was gonna run away from the door quite fast if you. No, I like make a motion like
it's literally
people.
clunking around. I don't think we were really good with stealth.
I'm alright. I can do stealthy stuff.
It's more.
No, not you. Me and Natea.
Yeah, no, I cannot stealth.
Well, you've just been told to shush, more or less. So.
Well, I'm just.
Oh, sorry.
I'm like,
Rafola, what are you doing?
I just put my finger up to my lips when I see them. Like, I'm like making motions that there are people behind the door.
Vern more or less just freezes in place.
What do I see
I
up the
just-
stairs?
Pull my mace up and my shield, like getting ready just in case.
Up the stairs. Hold on a second. I have to scroll in order to see the second floor, and it takes a bit with the dynamic lighting. You see, it just goes up, and it looks like it goes straight on, and it might turn to the left at the top, but it's all darkened hallway.
I'm gonna motion to Vern that I'm going up the stairs.
Oh, you would do that, wouldn't you? Okay. Let me scroll back up
Vern nods.
again.
Okay, then I'm gonna proceed stealthily up the stairs.
Okay, roll stealth check.
But I had a good one that was active last time we played. Come on, please.
Yeah, but now you've got
Not that
keys.
bad.
That makes things go at a severe double disadvantage. No,
No, not double disadvantage. Alright, I go up the stairs.
Okay.
Squeaky
So
stairs.
you guys see Graffola just kind of like start quietly looking like she starts going up around the edge. Like there's a stairway there. Mostly, I guess I'm talking to Natea and Smoke. What do the rest of you do as she's sneaking up?
I'm going to try to quietly go over where she is and try to get, walk up behind her, hopefully not being too loud.
Oh, I should say that Smoke and Natea, you do see that there's a dead maid on the ground or on the floor in this in the laundry room.
I'm actually really curious if you think Graffola did that.
That is a minor thing I forgot to mention. There's a dead person just at your feet.
Yeah, I just kind of look. I look over at Vern, and I look back at Graffola at the stairs, and I just like shrug my
Wasn't me.
All right. Nice stealth check. All right. Let's see here.
Oh god. Clang, clang, clang.
So, what are the other two doing there?
I'm gonna try stealthily following as well.
Okay.
In my clunky armor. I'm about the same.
And Mr. Monkey.
I'll go ahead and stab the dead body and make sure it's dead, and then follow behind.
You can definitely see it's dead because most of the head is dented in. Would you still have stabbed the body?
Yes. I
Okay.
don't trust nothing around here.
Double tap, just to be safe.
All right. And okay. So, here's how it goes down. Basically, Vern and Lissa, or sorry, Vern, Vern and Natea both start, trying to be sneaky about it. Are you guys going up the stairs? I forget.
I stopped at the bottom,
You
so
stopped
I'm
at the
waiting for
bottom.
everybody else.
And Vern, you're just trying
I
to
was
keep
just
quiet
approaching
now.
the door.
Okay, so you guys are just trying to stay quiet. In the process of doing so, while listening, some Natea starts walking by, and one of the chamber pots that's on the counter, she scrapes it, but not with her arm or elbow or anything. It's like the scabbard of her just something sticking off of her pack or whatever, and it just happens to catch it, and it drags along the table for a moment, and then it falls. And at that point, Smoke goes and just reaches out and catches it and just puts it back on the counter real quietly. And Natea is completely oblivious to it. Vern, on the other hand, ended up seeing it happen, couldn't do anything to stop it, and almost made noise in the process of seeing it happen. So now back to Grifola. Let's go upstairs, shall we? All right. So as you started seeing before, the stairway does currently. Oh, I didn't grab your character. Oh crap! This is gonna take a second.
Oops.
All right. Let's see if I can actually do this. I might have to zoom out a bit. Hold on a second. No, that's zooming in. Mistakes were made. Oh god, I'm getting sick. The screen zooming in and out. Why is it resized so many times? The dynamic lighting, folks. Don't do it. Next time we need to eliminate it. I like the fog of war that Kashmir did before.
I like.
All right, and I think I'm on objects and tokens. Yep, so I should be able to drag your character.
Your party was defeated by fog of war.
Over here.
Oh. Okay.
She went north.
You went way up north.
Yep. Okay. I see. I found myself in
Okay.
the dark.
So allow me to zoom back in again, which is going to take me a second.
I see doors.
Okay. Oh god, I've zoomed all the way in and back out. Okay. Okay, so you are now upstairs at the crossroads of 2 hallways and lots of doors.
3 doors?
Yes, that constitutes lots in my book.
I was just making sure I didn't miss any. Do they all look the same?
Give me 1 second. My screen is still scrolling slightly, ever so slightly. That is really weird. I have 1 or 2 rooms that are not labeled on this map, which is kind of
I am hunting rabbits.
Oh, okay, that's why. Okay. They don't look any different from each other.
Okay.
What's your passive perception?
50 billion. It's 13.
13. Okay. You actually can hear some sound, ever so slight sound coming from from the right side of the screen. I'm not even going to say your character. I'm from the right side of the screen.
Like over here?
Yes. One of those 2 rooms may have something living in it.
Okay, I sneak that way.
Or there's some kind of movement. There you go.
A couple of steps.
Okay.
And stop and listen again to see if I can figure out if it's coming from the left or the right.
Okay. It's coming from, I'm going to say, the bottom side of the screen.
Okay, so this way. Like this behind this door here.
Yes.
Okay. I take another step forward and listen closer.
Okay. You can hear breathing. It sounds like there's a lot of breathing. And you listen a bit longer, and you can hear a few faint whispers and stuff. And it sounds like people are shushing each other, and someone is comforting someone else.
Okay.
Or attempting to.
Okay.
It sounds like scared people.
Gotcha. Hang on one second. I want to look at something.
My favorite kind of people.
Vern and Natea, I think you two are still at the bottom of the stairs. I'm not going to scroll the screen to find out. Looking up, Griffola disappears out of sight, but she's still like tiptoeing as she goes.
I'm gonna push Smoke up the stairs. Go make sure she's okay.
We'll be statues over here if you need us.
Okay. Try not to break anything or knock over a chamber pot.
I just look at you like, what are you talking about?
I'm going to use message and point to the area where I think Vern is and say, I think I found the people.
What's the range on message? You should know that the ceilings of every floor in this place are 20 feet tall.
Well, the range on my message is 120 feet.
All right. And it can go through like a foot of wood, right?
It can go through 6 feet of steel.
Well, too bad this is wood we're talking about here.
Yes, it can go through up to 3 feet of wood.
Okay, then that shouldn't be a problem.
And it can go through a foot of stone.
Okay, that helps as well. So you should be able to communicate your message to Vern.
Okay.
What are you saying?
I'm saying, I found the people who are... Because, wait, hang on. I have to break this for a sec because I have to try and remember. We knew that there were people inside who were, like, hurt or being held hostage or something, right?
We saw some people fighting in a window.
Okay. I say, I think I found the people that were being attacked.
Vern, you hear Griffola's voice in your ear. Say exactly that.
Oddly enough, I'm actually drawing a blank on who the people were.
I don't know that we knew, actually.
Yeah, it's not like they were drinking buddies. They were just random people in a window.
When you guys originally approached the manor house, you were looking in through the windows from a distance as best you could, and one of you spotted a bit of it looked like a tussle.
Do I think this is the right window for, like...
Make
where
an
I am?
intelligence check.
Oh, brother. Really?
Really? I mean, you're wandering around in the dark. I know you've got dark vision, but you're wandering around in a foreign mansion.
Wait, how do I... There we go.
Television should be good. You're a magic user.
You think it might be the wrong side of the mansion?
Oh, okay.
Maybe?
Is there a keyhole or anything?
Yep.
Yes, there is. I'm going to peek, try and like crouch down and look.
Okay.
That's how you get a needle in your eye.
I know. That's why I'd resisted so far.
And you see darkness.
There's a key.
What?
There's a key in the... Or I'm assuming there's something blocking.
You see darkness.
Okay. Interesting. I think you got it.
Did Smoke upstairs or no?
Smoke, you are now headed upstairs. What do? You are now... Oh, wait, I haven't drawn... Oh, no, I gotta zoom back out and drag him up here, too. Natea, why would you do that to me? 1 second while
She
I
only
miss.
hurts the people she likes.
That's good to hear. All right, this is gonna take me a second. Oh my gosh, I just zoomed the map out so far. Can I scroll down a bit, please? Oh wow, it's like I've got like 1 frame every 3 seconds.
Wow. Dynamic lighting sucks.
All right, so I'm gonna spin you around for a second, but then you're going to shoot all the way up north. Ready? Here we go. Zoom.
You spin me right.
There it goes.
Here I am.
So you start going up the stairs, and at the top of the stairway, you can see that there's a door to the what I'm going to say the south and a door to the east. And Griffola is trying to look through the keyhole of the door, one of the doors to the east. And sorry, folks, I'm trying to scroll my way over to so that you can see what's happening.
All right, now I'll sneak up behind her and tap her on the shoulder.
Griffola, smoke surprises you.
I
Taps
see it
you on the shoulder.
There are people having sex in here.
Nice. Are you at least good looking?
I move out the way so Smoke can have a look.
Alright, if I see ugly people fucking, I'm gonna be mad at you.
All right, so Smoke, you take a look, and you see darkness. Much disappointment was had.
Yeah, I'll use one of my tools to clear the line of sight.
Okay, you believe that it's actually just one of those little privacy spinner things that people have over top of a keyhole.
Yeah,
Okay.
so I can move it.
Yeah, there's no dexterity to it, but are you trying to do it in a way that is very quiet and inobtrusive, or are you just moving it?
Well, yeah, I want to be quiet.
All right,
I don't want to stop.
let's see what is the name of it here? I need to. Oh, it's a sleight of hand check. That's it. Yeah.
We have yet to actually use that. I
Excellent.
think.
Mine's good.
Mm. I like doing checks. Checks are checks. Checks are good. They add randomness. Crazy things. Okay, so you adeptly maneuver this little thing aside. And from what you can tell, there's a whole lot of people in here and they all just look really scared. And they're all huddled
They're
up.
just scared. Unless there's a Mandingo in the corner.
I'm assuming you're actually talking in like whispers and stuff and not just full on.
Well, yeah.
voice. Okay.
I'm half a mile away from the microphone. I can't exactly whisper.
No, that's fine. That's fine. Stage whispers are fine. I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah, definitely whispering.
So there you go.
Hey, Griffola, you want to just like bust open the door and see if they can wet themselves?
What if the Nimblewright is in there, though?
Okay, let me use my little wob thing.
Oh, yeah.
Are you pulling out your Nimblewright detector?
Yes.
Okay. And you pull the trigger, and it goes bzzz, and stops working.
Okay, either I broke it or it's not there.
Did you break it?
I'm going to say no, but I'll blame Vern if it is.
Should we go in?
Yeah, let's go in.
Okay.
First.
Yeah.
Okay, you gotta promise not to stab anybody that might have useful information, okay?
Okay, so women and children first.
Well, they might have useful information. So, let's see if they have useful info. And if they don't, then it's all yours.
Nice. Bunch of shades coming up.
Nice.
So
I
what you...
kind of knew sending them, both of them, without me or Nateo was a bad idea.
So yeah, by the way, downstairs, you guys, they've been gone for like minute and a half. Dead silent. Haven't seen them, haven't heard anything.
Should we go up there and make sure they're okay?
I'm pretty sure those ones causing havoc more than anything else.
Yeah. Okay, let's go. I guess I'll head up the stairs.
Might be a good idea.
Okay. I need the two of you, if you're trying to be quiet, to make an additional stealth check. Since you two were the disadvantage of the party.
Don't make your stealth check. Don't even waste your roll.
Aha!
Oh!
Clunky R for the win!
So, you say this, and upon doing so, you take your first step and find out that there was a mop leaning up against the wall that you did not see. And you trip on it, and you almost do a face first on the stairs, walking forward, Natea, and instead, Vern like grabs the collar of your armor and like kind of tries to offset this, and you just kind of go forward. Your hands hit the stairs. No noise because they're carpeted stairs, and he pulls you back to a standing position. And as far as you know,
because in real life she has fallen upstairs.
And here's the fun thing, Natea, I would like for you to make an intelligence check.
What is going on?
Gralhund's just having fun with rolls today.
I know, seriously.
So, Natea, you think that was some kind of divine guidance that just saved you from crashing and making a very loud noise.
Oh, I just turn around and look at Vern. I'm like, Sick Cuthbert has my back today, doesn't he? I almost fell up the stairs and ruined everything.
Okay. Come on, pull yourself up fast.
All right, so you two are able to make it up the stairs at that point without any more problem. So as
And 2 more people to the other place.
So these two are currently just having their transaction at the bottom of the stairs. What are you, Griffola and Smoke, doing?
Well, I think Smoke is in front of the door. So.
Yeah.
Looks like you're in front of the door. I'm assuming
I did step aside.
Okay, so what are you guys doing? Like, kicking the door open?
I'm assuming that the door is locked.
I don't know. Nobody's done anything except look through a keyhole.
Okay, I'm gonna see if the door is locked. Gently push on it, and then unlock it if it is.
Mm-hmm. The door is not locked. So you turn the handle, and it just goes, and you both hear a sudden intake of a lot of breaths in the room.
Okay, we have to keep them calm when we go in, otherwise they're going to give us away.
Okay. So I just throw the door open. What up? No.
Oh, tempting.
It is very tempting.
All right, so
I'll open the door and poke my head in and go, hello?
One sec. There we go. And you see that there's a whole bunch of servants in here. They're equipped with like a mop, a rolling pin, a frying pan. One person has a really small butter knife. there's some at least a kid in there that has a spoon. There's a wooden spoon, and it's almost as long as they are tall. But there's a total of
That's the threat right there.
and they
How
all look
big is that spoon?
positively like scared out of their mind. One of them faints upon the door just opening, and someone catches them. There's 9 total people in there. There's bunk beds. They're kind of crammed in here. They look like they're cowering.
Is everybody okay?
And, so one of the looks like one of the butlers, perhaps. It says, "Go, go, go, away!"
What
And
are
he
you
kind of
scared
he's the one with the rolling pin, and he's like, and he's not really looking at what he's doing, but he's kind of swinging it just in front of him up and down.
What are you scared of besides a giant cat?
I'm gonna move into the room and approach like somebody amiable looking. I don't know. Somebody who doesn't have not trying to hit me with a rolling pin.
Okay. The other 2 of you would have reached the top of the stairs at this point. Sorry, I'm gonna have to zoom out again. Oh wow, that really zooms out when you give it a chance. Really? Why is the map so massive like that? Come on.
I'm just gonna point out you do have a zoom key on the left side of your screen. The magnifying glass icon. You can zoom at a more accurate area than hitting this right side.
Oh, thank you. You get bonus XP for that. 1
XP is useless.
1 bonus XP. See if I can grab
Experience
you
is
both.
useless though. We go by events.
All right, here we go. And hui! How long will it take to teleport you two both up here? Are you coming? Are you guys coming? I've got it hovering. It's not working.
No, I think you just pinged.
There we go.
Oh, now we did.
Teleportation. I had to let go.
Of course.
All right. So as you guys open the door and Griffola, you start walking in, you guys notice, or well, maybe not both of you, but Smoke, you would notice that the other 2 have started coming up the stairs.
We have enemies behind us.
So I walk in and I'm like, "It's okay. We're here to help. But we need your help finding it. Can you tell me why you saw it last?"
And the kid with the big spoon actually goes, "Get out of here! Go! Shoo! Shoo!" And starts trying to hit you with the spoon.
I will shoo, but but if you'd like us to make this place safe, we could use your help.
And one of the maids pulls the child back, almost hits you with the spoon, like goes right by the nose, and
Kid, you don't know how lucky you are.
says, "Who are you?" And the butler guy with the rolling pin again says, "Leave us alone. Go, get out of our grounds. No, you won't take us."
I'm gonna walk down the hall towards the commotion and walk in the room.
Okay.
I'm gonna follow soon
makes
after.
an appearance at the doorway.
Like, what's going on? What's all the commotion in here?
I'm going to check the door on the other side of the hall. I'm bored with these.
That door is locked.
Ooh, I'm going to unlock it.
Okay. I knew you'd enjoy that. While the others doing their thing, you go ahead and roll your unlock check.
Hold on, the mouse isn't near me.
More or less, it seems the demeanor of the entire group is that you are hostile people in their house, and they are still very, very much afraid of you. I'm just going to say that instead of role-playing 9 people trying to do that, you know.
I'm gonna say,
Oh, but that seemed like a lot of fun.
I'm gonna say, look, we're here to help.
While I'm unlocking stuff like a boss.
And someone who looks like they're one of the maid staff says, "You don't look like you're part of the watch."
Wait, don't we have a thing?
I was thinking the same
Yeah,
exact thing.
Gralhund thing.
We have a grey hand thing. So I flash my little grey hand thing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say, look, we're part of the grey hands. We're here to help.
And with that, the woman who grabbed the child back suddenly does one of these where she's like, Albert! And she's like pawing it at the butler guy that has the rolling pin. And she's like smacking him in the face. And he's like, "Oh, stop it, woman!" And she says, "They're with the hands, the grey hands. They're here to save us." And she just, and she starts to fall over, and he catches her. So that's 2 of them are passed out now.
Okay, you have to keep quiet if we're going to be able to help you, and you have to calmly and carefully answer our questions with as much detail as you can.
"Are we still under siege?" says the butler who's caught the woman.
Can one of you please summarize what happened?
This-
Not a book,
this-
not a novel. I don't want the whole, but just a quick summary of what happened.
A bunch of thugs have started attacking us in our home.
What did these thugs look like?
I don't know. We ran in here. They killed some of the staff downstairs. We're all that's left.
What were they wearing? Let's start there.
It's black leather.
Okay. Did any of them have like particular emblems on their attire?
I just saw a flash of them. I was the only one that saw any of them. I got the rest of these people up here. And he's like, "Come on, wake up. Come on." He's trying to wake the woman up that's in his arms.
So I turn away from them. I say to Natea, I think we've got Zentarum in here.
Yeah, I'm probably sure you're right. Well, I guess we're just gonna lock you in here for now. Or not really lock you in. We're gonna close the door behind us. We don't let anybody in here. If you can... Hold on, there's an airplane.
Do you know where they were last? Where did you see them last?
Or where the last sound came from.
We just retreated up here, and we saw. I saw one of them. They attacked the guards, and they came in to defend us. But
okay, where was this?
The dining room downstairs.
Where's the? Wait, which one's the
Is that
dining
the room
room?
right by the, is that the door
It's
right behind
just
the
off of
stairs?
the. You were practically at it at the bottom of the stairs. Have you no idea where you are? And you know, he starts going into like, I'm the butler mode, you know.
I glare at him. I just
And he says, "Oh,
Daggers.
please forgive me. I'm just very." And he realizes that he had dropped the woman, and she thuds on the floor and wakes up. Oh! And he's
Okay,
like, "Oh,
you
I'm
guys.
so sorry." And he
thank you very much. I think you've been about as much use as you're going to be.
Can I basically listen to see if anything's coming up from the bottom stairwell?
Yes. In the meantime, while you make that roll, I'm gonna have Mr. Monkey do his smoky stuff. You obviously you just basically you're like, I think this is a really easy. Wait a minute, is this just a commoner key? And you just grab this like regular blank key that's just a square. You insert it and you put it in there, and it goes, and it opens the door. It's more or less a lock that is as simple as you could potentially get and still be a lock. But there's no variance to it. It's just bland and very, very common. So the door opens upon that lock happening because the latch for the door itself is actually broken.
I hope they don't keep anything super valuable in here.
I'm assuming you enter.
Well, yeah.
Okay.
That's why you open locks.
Are you sure about that?
Hell yeah.
Dynamic lighting. Let me grab that.
Cat does at
door.
least have a point.
It'll take me a second to grab the door. There you go. Inside the room, it looks like there is like a couple beds, a dresser, and a little wash basin, and that's it. It is bare bones. Looks like servants' quarters.
Excellent. Let's start pilfering.
Okay, let's get a not a search check. What is it called?
Investigation?
Yes, investigation. See if you can investigate anything.
All right.
Okay. You find some of the most valuable items you have ever found. One of these pillows is filled with feathers.
Oh, hells yeah.
Not just any feathers, like goose down feathers. This is the good stuff.
Nice. I'm gonna take the whole pillow with me.
Okay. You might need that if you're going to be walking around behind Natea. So
Just walk in front of her and just scatter them on the floor.
That is
It's
all that you
smoky
find of
and
any
scattering
valuable
feathers.
of any value in that room, unless you value some sleep or something. So that's pretty much it in that room. You done in there?
Yeah.
Okay. It was pretty much just some clothes, like uniforms and really boring stuff. And you found like a couple
Do I
pictures underneath someone's mattress.
Do I say?
Lucky.
Do I just see Smoke carrying a pillow with him now?
In a moment. What was that, Smoke?
What kind of pictures?
Look like perhaps family.
Little caricatures kind of thing.
Would they look good on the walls of the tavern?
Not really.
Ugly people. Got you.
Kind of, yeah. Yeah. So then you back out in the hall?
Yes. With
Okay.
my bag of feathers.
So, Vern, you, with your perception
Rolled
check,
11.
you go down to the edge of the stairs and you look down and you listen really good. And while you're listening, because you turn your head, you're actually looking back down the hallway where Stabby Kitty is here, Smoke. And you see him walk back out of what you could probably have seen that there's a servant's quarters here because he opened the door.
Mm-hmm.
And he comes back out with a pillow and a big grin on his face. And it kind of distracts you. You don't hear anything downstairs in the moment you were listening, but you also kind of lost focus on what you were doing.
Why are you carrying a pillow, Smoke?
Why are you asking questions, Vern?
It's just kind of strange.
It's Smoke.
No stranger than anything else we do.
For you, it is.
I'm gonna whack him in the head with the pillow.
Make a pillow check. Just roll a 1d20. Perfect. Vern, what's your dexterity?
Dexterity. 15. We're talking about the big number.
So that's a +2. So,
Mhm.
okay. So he hits you in the face with a pillow. You tried dodging a little bit, but you ended up getting a little bit more of the pillow than you expected. And upon the pillow coming away, you see a tiny little down feather go.
Oh, I'll pick that up. Fine.
Everything.
And he nabs it out of the air, stuffs it back.
Yeah, I'm just gonna walk out of the room. And,
Yep.
I guess I see these two go. Him hitting Vern with the.
Yep. You just as you walk out, you see the pillow hit, smack, and then the feather grab.
I'm like, what are you doing?
I found a bag of feathers.
What? Were you showing it to Vern? Like, what were you doing?
Wait,
Yes,
so
his eyesight is
tell-
very poor. You need to right in his face. Get glasses, Vern.
So you will tell her, but never mind.
Grifola, what are you doing?
I'm going to exit the room
Okay.
as well. Or I'm going to
This
try.
is a very
It
crowded
looks
hallway.
like it's quite crowded out there.
The small child that was previously being held back by the woman with the large wooden spoon seems to be following you. No longer being restrained by the woman.
I'm going to
You're
say,
his size.
I'm going to say, kid, I think you should stay here.
Who are you to tell me what to do?
I think you should follow us and go into every room first.
I'm going to say, these people need your protection.
And the butler suddenly, like, you see the hand of the butler suddenly grab the kid, and just the kid goes, "Well, what?" and the kid goes blurry.
Out of focus.
Oh boy.
And stays blurry.
I'll just peek in the door and be like, thanks. I'm gonna close this door now.
Right.
We're gonna go slam the door shut.
Wait, you're slamming the door shut?
Yeah, I'm in the door.
Oh.
Right, you're slamming it?
Whatever's in here, we don't want to have to go search for it. It can come to us. In a
I
crowded
hurry up
hallway.
and pull out my shield and rapier.
I'm going to be
I
like,
just yell, your tank's in the back.
Did you just yell?
Well, I should say I whisper very loudly, your tank is in the back.
Tank is in the back. All right. I need all of you to make a perception check.
I'm going. I'm running. Okay.
First.
Well, not running, but I'm like, excuse me, excuse me, excuse me.
Nope. I can't tell anything else anymore.
That's Smoke's perception.
Oh,
Well, and we know
that.
which one is mine. It's been like
Everything
that all
is
day.
blurry.
Oh, daggone it. Oh, so that's everybody. Sorry, I was looking like
Well,
two things
everybody
behind.
get ready.
All right, so you guys don't hear anything different.
I'm going to say, look, I think we're in the servants' quarters. I don't think this is like. I think we should need to go into the main bit of the house.
They said it was on the kitchen was downstairs, so.
The what? What was in the kitchen?
Where they lost all the people.
Yeah, I don't think they're up here, right? So,
No, it's downstairs.
yeah, so I'm going to head back down. Hey, guess what, Fallon?
Is that, before I do
want
this, is anybody going with her?
Following.
Oh, that would be great if you
Oh,
could all just move your own characters. That would be great.
How many paces is the house?
How many what?
How far south?
Back to hold on, I'm still scrolling.
Remember, we can't see pings.
Shoot.
Okay, I found it.
Hey, you know what? There's
Oop.
Nell is outside. I don't know if you guys could. Yeah, can you see Grifola?
No,
No.
we can't see nothing in the pit of blackness.
Okay.
Can you see my ping?
Oh. Okay, I see
Yeah.
her ping.
Ping.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Ping.
actually, just go south of Grifola's ping if you guys can see it. That makes things a little easier because I just moved my screen again, and it's now catching up.
Sweet.
Okay. Oh god, I moved it a tiny bit too far. I really have to turn off dynamic lighting for the next session. This is just
Okay.
gonna kill me.
Okay.
Sorry.
So, is there a keyhole in this door?
there is a keyhole, but there's also what looks like a push panel.
A push panel? What do you mean by that?
Means it looks like there's a keyhole for privacy, but also this large, like, metal plate on the door for people to just push through.
Okay.
There's no handle.
I just want to take a look.
Okay. So, take a look. What are you doing?
Creeper. What do you mean? Oh, I'm just looking through the keyhole to see what I see.
Ah, okay. Again, you notice that there is on your side, there's actually a little privacy thing.
Okay. Whoop. Move it
And
to
you
the
notice
side.
it is black.
Okay. So
But
it's probably
upon
wrong.
doing so, when you're looking down like this, you notice that there is light coming from under the door.
Yeah, yeah. So there's a thing on the other side.
Mm-hmm.
Do I have anything that can help with this? Hang on 1 second. I need to look at something because this might actually be quite helpful. Oh, yeah, it lasts for an hour. Okay. I'm gonna cast Unseen Servant.
Oh. Okay.
And have them go to the other side of the door and hold the doodad aside.
Excellent. Okay, because they could actually do that. Yeah. I can see that. So the little switch on the other side goes.
Okay.
You see what looks like somebody lying on the floor. They're wearing the house colors.
Okay. And do I hear any shuffling or whatever?
I will say that you probably do.
I'm gonna look back at everybody else and say, "Ready?"
I'm still holding my rapier, my shield.
Okay. I bust through. Roar!
Okay. 1 second while I reveal the dynamic lighting door, or Griffola just busts through.
Sorry.
That works too.
Sorry. Whoops. Apparently I wasn't supposed to do that.
Didn't give me a chance to say the door is jammed or nothing. You know, it's just you just went through. Fortunate that it actually was unlocked and it was just a push through door. So we're back. You bust in the door. Your first 5 feet. So let's just start with a surprise round. Griffola, you are first in line. You get to go first.
What do I see?
Did I just delete everybody or something? Oh, there they
No, we're just
No,
all
it wasn't
piled
the
up.
are.
We're going game mechanics. The moment that the whole party has a battle or a cutscene, everyone just huddles into one tile.
Good. It makes it easier for area of effects to hit you. Okay.
Oh, God. Spread out.
So, Griffola, you go in, and there's a large dining room with a very large dining room table. Lots of corpses, potentially, all over the floor. Like 10 or more. Some of them are wearing black leather armor. Some of them are a lot of them are wearing the house colors. They have like chain shirts with the house colors draped over them.
Okay.
And there are 2 black leather coated dudes standing there. One of which was kind of rifling through pockets of somebody. They've got a mace on them that is dripping with blood. And they look up at you coming through the door. The other one was not facing you and was in fact kind of kicking something over by the table at the other end of the room.
Okay, hang on. I have to look at my notes because it's been too long. I don't remember the person's name. Oh God, where are my notes? 1 sec. I gotta open it. Because I'm gonna try and bluff my way out of this and be like, "Hey, what's up, guys?" And I'm trying to remember his name. Hang on. Crap, I don't think I have his name written down. Do we have it? Hang on.
Okay, I'm going to be
Who are
smart
you
this
trying to remember?
Yeah, I'm wondering too.
The guy at... Oh, Davil, right?
You're asking me? We're asking you.
Okay, Davil. I'm gonna try and bluff my way out of this and be like, "Hey, what's up, guys? Davil sent us to help out."
Oh wow. Okay, first make a make your bluff check there.
Can I do deception?
Yes, definitely. Yes.
Okay, I do this.
Come on.
Come on, please.
Yes!
Oh, I was like, I see the one stopped first, but yet it was the second die. Oh, you're so lucky. Okay.
Maybe.
So you totally take the guy by surprise.
And I'm just kind of saunter over, just kind of like
And
look down at the body.
and he stands up from his stuff and just goes, who are you? And he seems to be on a like still a bit tense, but kind of accepting what you're saying.
I say, yeah, Devil, I don't know. I mean, he just likes us the best. So he just wanted to make sure that, this was handled correctly. So he sent his best just to make sure. You know how he is.
Davil, what? Why is Davil sending people over here?
Well, like I said, he just wants to make sure it's handled correctly. My friends are part of, like, we're pretty tight with Davil, so
But Erstal he said, I don't what? And the guy just seems completely
I just want to
confused.
step into the room.
So yeah, at this point, we're gonna go Raven.
I'm just gonna kind of saunter over here, just trying to spread out a bit.
And we'll start with Raven. You start going next. She started that bluff, and seems to be the two guys in there are completely okay. Taken aback and okay with what she said. What do you do, Vern?
I'm actually also taken aback by it.
It's not gonna work if you're standing there looking shocked.
So Robin, what is Vern doing?
He's more or less confused of what to do.
Are you moving? It's your turn, basically. You each get one round of something. She did like this little bluff invasion thing.
Bluff invasion. I'm totally hiding under the
Are
table.
you moving? Are you talking? Are you attacking?
Vern just kind of looks at Smoke and Atea. What do we do?
Okay, he's passing. So
that's it. Yep.
Natea, Smoke, you both get to act at the same time. Makes it easier for pressing the talk button.
Which one's going next?
You both are.
Oh, okay. I guess I'm gonna walk into about here next to.
Okay. And you heard Griffola, obviously, with what she was doing. She made no hiding about it. She was very plain with it. Are you going along with it?
Is it just these two guys that we see that are left, or these guys count too?
The two with X's are dead ones.
Okay, I'm just gonna smack this guy.
Okay, I was gonna say, did you want to make a perception check to see if you see any more?
No, I'm just gonna smack him.
Okay. Smoke, what is it that you're doing?
Hey, he got us in
I'm
the door.
all up for stabbing fools.
So are you entering in the room?
Yeah, I'll come in the room and I'll point at the one that's next to Nateo, which does.
Yeah, I will say that you easily read her body language with, I'm gonna smack this goon upside one. And you can smack him up the other.
Yeah, which gives me True Strike, which gives me advantage on all of the things if I point my finger at folk.
All right, so why don't you both do your attacks then? Griffola, you see these two just kind of mosey up and be like, yeah. How many hit points does this guy have? Let's see. Why am I clicking on that?
We don't know.
Excuse me. All right. So you both get advantage on the attack. Vern, they push past you and just walk right up to the first guy. And you're just kind of watching them, and then you see them both just...
Vern is more
just
more shocked of
let
what just
loose. All right, so that's 2 hits, and you definitely get sneak attack on this. Yep.
22.
Okay, so he's not dead. Vern, you still have an action if you want to take it.
Yeah, I will just kind of more or less run to the side table.
Okay. So then there is the surprise round. Now we shall do initiative. Let me bring up the initiative thingamabobber here. I think it's the little clock. Yes, it is. Oh, I need to clear it off. It's still got a whole bunch of weird stuff on here. Where is the option to stretch this out? There we go. And 1 second. Boy, dynamic lighting. Move all turns, clear list. Clear. Okay, so go right ahead and roll your turns. Roll your initiatives. Can I click on
Oh
the
my
thug?
god. Really?
But I have something else to add on.
And what is this?
I get to add my wisdom to my initiative.
Nice.
So there we go. And then I can have... Oops, where is the thug? Stats initiative. Yes, please. Roll. These guys are both going to be going at the same time. Okay. Oh, that's some snooze going on back there. And then we just need to... what is the reorder? Ascending? No.
The other way.
Descending. So Vern, you get to go first. The one thug that was attacked took a smack across the face with a mace and a stab in the back at the same time. The guy's not down. He is staggered and surprised. And the other thug over there, I'm just calling these guys thugs because that's pretty much what they show up as. The other thug pretty much just seems like, what? Just like agape. What do you do?
I'm just running around them and going to attack with my... What was the weapon I'm using? Rapier. That's the...
Okay.
I assume that hits.
Yep, I'm pretty sure that hits. And that takes him down.
Don't you get extra 1d8 as well if you really wanted to like?
Wait, why would he get an extra 1d8?
Dread Ambusher.
Oh. Actually, come to think of it, that would have brought him to 1 hit point. So yeah, you pretty much take him out if you just add in that extra bit. My bad. So you come around, you stab him with your rapier, and yep, he just crumples and rolls a bit under the table. Griffola, your ruse worked quite well. At least to allow a brief surprise.
Heck yeah.
So let's go with Thug. At this point, he actually just kind of grips the, I believe he's got a mace right now.
He's given the toothiest, evilest grin I can muster.
He actually looks like he's ready to sacrifice himself. Raises the mace above his head and charges at Vern.
Burn, Atea, Smoke, Griffola.
Yeah, so we're gonna have him. See if I can. move him up a bit. Stop with the pinging. Just move. Okay, you know what, Mr. Thug? That's close enough. I'm not even going to bother. We're going to click the mace button. Because he's like just jumping all over my screen right now.
What is going on?
All right, so he falters and trips over some of the refuse on the floor from all of the dead people, and completely misses and smacks the mace into the table as Vern kind of like sidesteps it at the same time, expecting the attack. Oh, next is Smoke. See if I can actually move him up one. Hold on. There we go.
No, I'm not going to move up. I'm going to stay where I am and use a fire.
And use
Wait,
a what? It sounded like you said fart.
I thought I
Fire bolt.
Oh, firebolt.
I fart in your general direction.
Yeah, I don't need to fart with that.
Go for it. Roll your to hit, sir.
She don't remember. Yeah, how do you do a do hit with the spell? Because we don't remember. We're not spellcasters.
If you go to your spell page, because like at the top middle of your page, you'll have like core, spells, bio. You have to choose spells, and then at the top right there, it'll tell you your spell attack bonus.
If you also had dragged the spell from the compendium, it would have actually also auto made the attack spell.
Right. But for now, if you just roll, 1d20 plus your spell attack, which should be on that page. Let me actually bring up your character there if I can. Let's see. Smoke on the horizon.
It's a 4.
Cool. So then, 1d20 plus 4. And that is 11. This guy is merely wearing leather armor with no dexterity bonus, so you hit. So roll your 1d10 fire damage, sir. What are the odds of it hitting Vern instead of the thug?
Yeah!
Ooh! Ooh!
That's gonna leave a mark.
This actually explains more why Vern was missed. Vern kind of ducked his head a little bit. The firebolt went right past and actually hit the guy right in the face. His entire face turns like kind of smoldery black. He looks a bit dazed. He's got like the like blown out hair and everything like that. Like
It does say flammable object
yep.
ignites. So
And it kind of burnt off his face. What little bit of a mustache he
goodbye
had.
hair.
It just kind of happened. Excuse me. So next is Natea.
Okay, well, I'm gonna move up and smack him then.
Schmacky schmack. Oathkeeper. Oh!
Or not. I was too busy dodging the flame.
Pretty
His whole
much.
face is on fire.
Yep, you were a bit surprised that some fire actually came from smoke and it wasn't like a thrown bottle that was on fire. It seemed to be some sort of magic. A little bit new, a little bit not used to.
Surprise!
So then we've anything else you wanted to do, Natea? Bonus action or anything?
Yeah.
No,
'Cause
I'll
now-
just pass for now. I don't
Yeah,
remember on my
since-
bonus action.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I used all my spells before with I have to have long rests for them. The
Okay.
healing. I used the healing spells when we got almost.
Yeah, when you ran into the shadows. Okay. Griffola.
How does that guy look?
Slightly injured.
Okay. I'm going to use Toll of the Dead.
Bong,
Bong.
bong.
And
So So what is it that I need to do? Anything? I forget. Wisdom save.
Yep. There you go.
Ooh.
Actually, I thought that one was. No, is that not the? I think I'm. Whoops.
There we go.
That's not the one I intended to use. Oh well, too late now.
Okay. Come on. Go to chat. There it goes. Okay. He passed.
Okay.
Does anything happen?
No, it's just a cantrip, so
Okay. So it either
Negative.
happens or doesn't happen.
yes. And then I dive under the table.
So the guy hears a gong above his head
Yep.
and like does a quick turn because he can't see very well. And then it's Vern's turn. The Vern turn.
Well, only one other thing I could do. Attack with rapier.
That hits. And that hurts. He's looking almost bloodied.
And I think that would be everything I could do.
Okie doke. The thug looks very desperate at this point and just starts swinging his mace wildly. Still tries to hit Vern again after taking a gash in the side. And he tries to attack twice on Vern.
Is either higher than 18?
No. Is that
My
your
shield
armor class?
works. Right now, yes.
Okay. Then you are safe from damage. You basically parry both of the mace attacks. You said you're using your shield, yes?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Then you're able to just kind of parry off his mace attacks with your shield, making some loud clangy noises or bangy noises as appropriate. And then it is Smoke's turn.
I'll come across the table and stab.
Nice. Okay.
He's hiding under the table.
Are you under the table or on the table?
Oh, he's on it.
On the table, but it won't let me stand there.
Oh, it's because you're there. Just the table is just a
It-
block that I made.
The layer
You're,
the head of it is, yeah.
you're underneath it now. Okay. So what I'm going to do is, Natea, what is your turn? We're going to pause Smoke for a second. What are you doing on your turn? Assuming the thug is
I
still...
was-
Okay.
Just attack him as usual.
Okay. So go ahead and roll your attack. That hits.
15. No, that's
Nice. Actually, so
14.
what ends up happening is Smoke slides down the table and comes to a stop with his claws, scratching the beautiful dining room table. Long gouges in it, curls of wood coming up, and
Oh God, yes.
does like a bit of a pounce at the end and just goes "Hui!" And you like land on his shoulders with all 4 feet, but like the front 2 of your limbs stab into him at the same time, and Natea just kind of goes bam and brains him right in the front there at this, and he just topples backwards onto the table. And strangely, Smoke, you're actually in a standing position now because he's like back over the table. So the 2 of you pretty much finished him off. And you all realize...
That's how you get it.
You all realize that you made a bit of noise in the process.
A bit.
Yes. Quite a bit.
That makes more sense.
My pillow didn't muffle all the sounds.
No. In fact, your pillow is sitting... It's slipped out of your hand and is on the table next to you. There's blood heading for it right now.
Oh God, no! Tied to my belt.
Okay. I need all of you to make a perception check.
So many perceptions.
I know everybody hates perception check, but too bad.
I don't mind them at all.
Yeah.
They seem to work out fine for me.
All right, so Last one I'm guessing is Natea.
Yeah.
Okay. So, which makes sense. Natea thinks this is just normal sound. This is quiet. And everybody else thinks, we made some racket, and I can hear more racket upstairs, round about here. That's slightly louder than what we were doing.
I'm just from under the table. I'm just kind of doing a quick peruse over the dead bodies, see if I see anything interesting.
Let me actually give a full description of this room now that you guys have a moment to take in the grandeur that is the dining room. The floor is strewn with bodies.
Surprise.
And you guys heard the fighting upstairs. There are 2 iron chandeliers hanging from the dark mahogany ceiling above a long dining table, carved from red larchwood, now with very large gougy scratches in it. Chairs surround the table. Chairs surround the table with a particularly tall and elaborate chair at each end. Lining the wood-paneled walls are tapestries and locked wooden cabinets that contain fine dishes, silverware, and candlesticks that you can see through glass panes. A fireplace with a black marble mantelpiece has a framed family portrait mounted above it. And, of course, there's a total of 8 bodies that look like they're wearing the house colors. And they look like they're wearing the house Gralhund livery over their chain shirts. And there, of course, is 2 dead black leather people, plus the 2 new black leather people, adorned people, I should say.
So,
All right. So, does anything look valuable on anyone? Or are there any markings on the black leather folk?
On perusal of stuff, it looks like general weaponry. You might be able to, if you gather up all the silverware and dishes and stuff, you could probably pawn those for an okay amount. That'd be quite a lot of stuff to carry, though, and very loud.
I feel like we can get that on the way out.
Otherwise, general weaponry and armor, but I mean, it's relatively used and bloody, and yeah.
Are these doors?
And also, I should say that the most of the thugs that are wearing the black leather armor do have flying snake tattoos on the backs of the necks or arms or something like that. Yes, in fact, they are very large doors. This one here, if the ping ever happens, appears to be maybe exterior doors, and the ones next to it look like they are interior doors.
Oh, okay.
And of course, there are, doors to the left of you and doors to the right.
And over here.
I'm trying to ping there. It's just not letting me.
Yeah.
But yes.
Take a peek around the corner.
Which corner?
Over here.
Let me get rid of this. Wait. You see the stairs going up, and that seems to be where a loud commotion is happening.
I think trouble is this way, Griffola says.
That sounds like the way we should go.
Yep, she's like, dude.
Most probably.
Black leather folks have daggers, so I can add to my collection.
All right, let me scroll a bit on the page. Can I get up there? I think I can get up there. So at the top of the stairs, most of you can see this because it's a very wide stairway. I will explain it for the moment. You see a flurry of what looks like black leather dressed individuals fighting the house color liveries of the house guard. And there is a large group of dead people at the top of the stairs. There's some shouting. Sounds like someone's trying to break down a door. And that's where we're going to end it.
What?
Dun,
Oh,
dun,
come on.
dun.
Mm-hmm. So there you go. I hope you guys will stick around for next time.
Which side are we gonna intervene?
After the death of two of the people downstairs, which side are we going to favor?
And we could
Well,
go
I
either way.
think
So
we've chosen our side.
I think you guys should
And
stand your
besides,
own
it'd be
side.
easier to, if we can be quiet, we can sneak up on the people with the black leather stuff and take care of them real quick, and then maybe get a reward from the people in the house for saving them.
Ooh.
hmm
All right. So
And the gray hand will like it because we were good folks.
come back next time, folks, to find out what happens. Because it might not be that. Or it might be. We shall see. So thanks again, everybody, for coming out.
Or we can just set fire to the whole stairwell and kill them all.
Now you're talking. Death and destruction.
gasoline.
All right. Well, thanks again, everybody, for coming out. And we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.